How are they?
Yeah, how are we supposed to be
Well,
talking?
what do you describe yourself as? You believe in God?
Yeah,
You read the Bible
I've read it a few million times.
a few million times? Did you read? Did you happen to read like matter of fact Jeremiah 17th chapter?
First one,
Right there, I'll show you, brother. Let me show you real quick because this is what identifies how we understand we are. You understand? We're not just a color. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, before we get there, uh, Isaiah 55:15. Before we get there, no, Deuteronomy 28:15, and then Isaiah.
that's good.
So according to the Bible, right? According to the Bible was written to a specific group of people, right? A specific group of people. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 from the top. This is how you figure this is how you identify yourself, you understand with who you are and why that you stand. And it reads, these be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side, Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea.
So the book of Deuteronomy, where the whole Bible was written to the Israelites. That was where Moses in the wilderness.
Yes,
So now we're going to show you some curses that only fit us. Jesus identified with these curses that's going to be placed on the children of Israel if they defy God's law.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, who observe to do all his commandments.
So if you don't observe God's commandments, read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God made a promise. If y'all don't keep my laws, that was the commandments, all these curses are going to come upon you. Right? Go to 45.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
So until we be destroyed, these curses are going to overtake us. Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments
Right.
and his statutes which he commanded thee. Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So now the Most High God said all these curses are gonna pursue you. You, your seed, your whole nation, if you break these commandments. 15. 16. This is one of them right here.
Cursed shall thou be in the city,
Cursed shall thou be in the cities,
and cursed shall thou be in the field.
cursed shall you be in the fields. So you agree with cursed in the cities?
Yeah.
In the fields, right?
Yeah, wherever you are.
You cursed in the fields. So that's an identifier, right? You're cursed in the cities, or you cursed in the field, cotton field, tobacco fields, sugarcane fields, so on and so forth, right?
Yeah.
Now get the random brush. Let's go.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. You know what Egypt is?
It's something possible.
Well, 35 people. So what is the definition of Egypt? You know, what happened to the Jews in Egypt?
Yeah, wherever they are, when they were put into slavery.
Right.
That's right.
That's what it means, brother. That's what it means. It means slavery. So the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. But what type of transportation did he saying? Ships and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because what it really breaks down to is that no other nation had the atrocities that we went through this, you know what I'm saying, prophecy. So that's why it says we have to prophesy.
So that the Lord's gonna bring the Israelites into Egypt again a second time, but this time by ship.
That's not what we find.
Go ahead.
By the way thereof, I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there
When you get out those slave ships,
you shall be sold
when you get out those slave ships, you shall be sold
unto your enemies
to the white man, traded back and forth, auction block, Wall Street, right?
for bondmen
Slave man,
and bondwomen,
slave woman,
and no man shall buy
and
you.
no man shall redeem you. Meaning that nobody's gonna save you.
Nobody gonna care.
No one can.
No man care.
Don't make care with the Most High God. So That's how we identify who we are according to the Bible.
And according to your question, how you supposed to also identify you saying like I know you saying black, you saying or Jews. I'm gonna show you in the in Jeremiah where it speaks on Isaiah, 65. The book of Isaiah, chapter 65. Indeed. And I'm gonna start at verse 15. And ye shall leave your
Block it. Go back to Deuteronomy 26 and 16 first. To show that the Most High called us Israel, he placed his name upon us.
what?
Deuteronomy 26 and 16.
It starts to the basic principle. Those who are called by my name should come.
Called by thy name.
Should come to this side.
Yep. So he called us by his name. And then he said he's gonna take his name from us.
You like that guy. No, what?
So, man.
26 and 16.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 26, and verse 16.
Bring it out.
This day,
This day.
the Lord thy God
Mhm.
have commanded thee
Yep.
to do these statutes and judgments.
Mhm.
Thou shalt therefore keep and do them with all thy heart
All your heart.
and with all thy soul.
All your soul.
Thou hast avouched
The Most High God avouched.
the Lord this day
This day.
to be thy God,
To be our God.
to walk in his way,
Walk in his ways.
and to keep his statutes
Uh-huh.
and his commandments
Yes.
and his judgments, and to hearken unto his voice. And the Lord hath avowed
He avouched.
thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he has promised thee,
Yep.
and that thou shouldest keep all his commandments.
Right. 27:7. 27:9.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 9. And Moses and the priests, the Levites, spake unto all Israel, saying, Take heed and hearken. Take heed and hearken, O Israel.
Yep.
This day thou art become the people of the Lord thy
You
God.
become the people of the Lord thy God. Read.
Thou shalt therefore obey the voice of the Lord thy God, and do his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So Most High said, I'm gonna vouch for you. You're gonna be my people. I'm gonna put my name upon you, and you're gonna be my people. Go to 28.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 9. The Lord shall
The
establish
Lord's gonna establish
thee and holy people
So the Most High God established us as a holy people
unto himself,
unto himself,
as he hath sworn
as he swore.
unto thee,
Uh-huh.
if thou shalt keep the commandments
So this is key. We keep the commandments.
of the Lord thy God,
Read.
and walk in his way.
Walk in his way.
And all the people of the earth shall see
All the people don't know
that thou
that we
art called,
are what?
called
Are called
by the name of the
by
Lord,
the name of the Lord.
and they shall be afraid of
They're
thee.
gonna be afraid of us. But the Most High God named it Yahweh. In Israel's name with Jacob, Gaekwad was turned into Yahshua Allah, right? Which means Prince of the Power. Power with God.
Right.
Put his name upon us. But if he break his commandments, he said he's gonna take his name from us. 65. Isaiah.
And then,
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 65, verse 15.
Yeah.
And ye shall leave your name
Most High said we're gonna leave our name
for a curse
for a curse.
unto my chosen,
Uh-huh.
for the Lord God
Yep.
shall slay
Yep.
thee and call his servants by another name.
Israel by another name. We're gonna leave our God-given nationality as the tribe of Israel for a curse. Right? Nazareth. Right? Making sense? Huh. You got it.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 4.
17.
17, verse 4. And thou shalt even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
So the Most High said, if you make my commandments, you're going to be discontinued from the heritage that he gave us.
And I
In the heritage is his law, statutes, and commandments. Right? So he said he's gonna discontinue us from his heritage from being called his people.
right.
I'm gonna go into captivity. Right? That's read in Deuteronomy 28. So when we went to captivity, we know what the people did to us. They beat us until we submitted and they changed our name. We left our name for a curse. African American, Jamaican, Haitian, Puerto Rican, right? All those are cursed persons. So that's how we know we're these people. We even have to leave our language. We don't even speak the original tongue, right? We speak whatever language or captivity we went into, right? Whether it's Spanish, Portuguese, French, English, French. We speak those languages because the Most High God made a promise and He swore, if you break my commandments, this is going to happen to you. And this happened to us. You read the Bible, we understand why. We understand why it happened. Why they made slave movies. Why we got whipped with belts and with whips. Why we got hung at the stakes. We understand it now. The God said, I'm going to make a promise to you. My people, you break my laws, this is going to happen to you. And God made good of His promise. Daniel 9:11. He made good of His promise.
So what about how when back then when Africans sit,
Yeah.
I didn't even know of God until we were put on ships and slaves.
They didn't know of God until
We put on ships and slaves came brought to America.
we didn't know about Christianity.
Yeah.
We didn't know about Christianity. Have you ever seen the ancient map too?
Yeah.
It says in West Africa, it's called the Kingdom of Judah. The Kingdom of Judah on the ancient map. So we did know who we were. We didn't know white boy Jesus.
What about all the pagans?
Or the pagans.
Yeah, like Nazi, all of the gods that we had, the likeness.
Okay, good. Yeah. 9/11 and Deuteronomy.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 11. And it reads, Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law,
And sin.
even by departing,
Uh-huh.
that they might not obey thy voice.
So we departed from God. We didn't obey His voice.
Therefore,
Uh-huh.
the curse is
The
poured.
what?
The curse
The curse
is poured upon us,
poured upon us. We took that cup, the double cup of the wrath of the Most High. Read.
and the oath
And the oath
that is written
that is written.
in the law
Uh-huh.
of Moses,
When we read in Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26, there's curses placed upon us. Read.
the servant of God, because we have sinned against
Because
him.
we have sinned against Him. Deuteronomy 28:64. So we did start serving new masters, the sun, moon, stars, and all that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. Deuteronomy. Give me Deuteronomy.
I got this 4.
Give me Deuteronomy 4. Okay, give me Deuteronomy 4.
What about Christ out of the coffin? Gave us grace.
The grace in the Bible is coming back to the law of the commandments.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but the verse like we all fall short. None is perfect from the world.
In Proverbs, it says that just man falls 7 times. Right? So we're gonna make mistakes, right?
And I got 4. What?
Like David,
Or something like that.
in verse 20.
Yeah. The Most High forgave him, but He punished him.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 27.
Yeah.
And it reads, the Lord and the Lord, Salakia, shall scatter you
The Most High saying, "Bring my commandments. I'm gonna scatter you on these slave ships that we read about
among the
among
nations,
all the nations."
and ye
Uh-huh.
shall be left few in number
Yeah. Our number dwindled
among the heathen,
among the heathen. Read.
whither the Lord shall lead you.
I go back to
And we got more good to be back. And verse 28, and there ye shall serve gods,
serve gods,
the work
the work.
of the men's hand,
Yep.
wood
Wood,
and stone,
wood and stone. The pagans, the pagan gods.
New idols.
That read.
which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell.
Never see, feel, anything. Right. So we went among the pagans and we learned their ways, we learned their practices, right? Yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy. Shalom, brother. Shalom, brother. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64.
Get out.
And it reads, and the Lord shall scatter thee.
The Lord gonna scatter us. He doubled down.
Um,
Scatter you
among all people,
among all the people.
from the one end of the earth
One in the earth
unto the other.
to the other.
And there thou shalt serve other gods,
So other gods.
which neither thou nor thy fathers have known,
Yep.
even wood and stone.
Wood and stone. Like white boy Jesus. We didn't know about white boy Jesus, right? So the Most High made good of His promise. We're gonna start take Jeremiah 10. You're gonna serve pagans. You're gonna fall short.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 from the top. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
The Israelites read,
Thus saith the Lord,
said the Lord.
learn not the way of the
So
heathen,
he told us, learn not the way of these pagan nations. Read,
and be not dismayed
be not dismayed.
at the signs of heaven.
Don't be worried about the stars and the sun and the moon and all that. All the planetaries and all that. Read.
For the heathen
For the heathen,
are dismayed at him.
they're just made at it. They worry about it. They want to seek out the heavens and all that.
Yeah, that astrology bullshit.
Right. And they can't get to the firmament anyway. They can't get to the firmament. Right? So the Most High told us not to learn the ways of the pagan nations, right? Right. So this fits us. The Most High God gave the other nations their own gods, their own deities. Like all that Greek mythology and all that. Right?
That's what we just talk about. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2.
Like the Most High said that we're going to lose our heritage, but we're going to be able to identify who we are through His word.
Judah,
Judah,
you know when we're talking about Judah, you saw Judah, morning, and the gate thereof language. They are black. That's why I'm trying to identify. He said they are black. They are black unto the ground. And the city of Jerusalem is gone up. So basically, that's what you say. That's how we identify ourselves, brother. You said because like they use. I know a lot of saying of our oppressors. They say, oh yeah, you're black, you're a Negro, and all that stuff.
West Indian and all that.
Yeah,
that's their word.
That's their word. Exactly. That's their word. They saying and planted those words in our minds to make us think this is what we are.
Where the Hebrew is in their black language.
Right. Yeah. That word black in Hebrew is poor.
Yeah, too much.
Right.
This is the book of Songs of Solomon. It's going to be chapter 5. No,
What?
chapter 1, verse 5.
Get out.
Right here. And it reads, I am black,
Black.
but comely.
Beautiful.
So,
Right? Black and beautiful. Ain't that what I was saying? Black and beautiful. That word common is beautiful.
well, this is describing Solomon, right? You know who King Solomon was, right?
Yeah, when the West Sea, it's a long time.
He's from Judah, though.
He white.
He's still messed up and still. That's
Solomon. He white and king. Not one of them.
He was.
That was the problem the whole time.
And then we're going to read chapter 5 and verse 9.
Yeah.
What is thy love more than another love? I'm going to read 10. 11. His head had the most fine gold, and his locks are bushy and black as a raven.
Who were locked, man?
Oh, yes.
And that got to do it naturally, and it looked good only on us, right? In the Bible, that's how we identify, right? Precept upon precept, through the prophets, through the law, through the testimony, we can identify ourselves, right?
So through the law, so Jesus Christ is Prince. So am I supposed to acknowledge? Am I supposed to only acknowledge something not to do?
The Old Testament,
The New Testament is not an addition that is made later to just prove the truth.
it's a later addition, right?
Yeah, with Paul, Peter, and
Yeah. So you know what's so crazy about the New Testament? Mark, the book of Mark, he wasn't an eyewitness. He wasn't even there. Luke wasn't there. Paul wasn't there. Peter was there. And Matthew was there.
Paul was.
But Paul wasn't there.
God made up the line and made it from Saul to Paul.
Yeah, but he wasn't there. Right? You know, when the Gospels first was written, there was no author, no authorship. It was like anonymous. Right? So the greatest in the Old, everything they say in the New Testament is in the Old Testament. But you know what's so powerful about the Old Testament? It says, "Thus saith the Lord." Thus saith Yahweh. Thus saith on the word of God came.
Yeah, before he took his spirit.
Right. So that's powerful. 6 and 9.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 6, verse 9. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generation. And Noah walked with God.
Hey.
But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord.
What do you find?
Grace in the eyes of the Lord.
There's grace in the Old Testament. Yeah. Most people think you got to go to the New Testament to find grace. Grace is right here in the Old Testament. Thus saith the Lord. There's nothing more powerful than thus saith the Lord.
What about so when he says, "So none shall come to the Father but through me," it's pretty much Muhammad.
Nah, that's something different. That's something different, bro. When Muhammad, you just wasn't he wasn't an actual prophet, man. You just saying
that's what I was asking.
No, it's all right, brother. You just said I can explain it to you, man. You gotta edify you. You said make sure that you have a clear understanding of what Islam has to offer. It has nothing to offer. Nothing.
I agree.
That's how to worship, like just like how you read in Deuteronomy 28 and 64. Yeah. You just say that wooden stone. That stone is that cobble stone, man. You don't want to deal with that, man. That's idol worship.
And that wood is that cross, that Christian cross.
So I can't. That's not over the cross. So that
can you separate that cross from Christianity, or separate that cross from the New Testament?
Or can you separate also? You just saying that stone from Islam? Because I mean, you can't. There's no way around it, man. Because that's where they go take. You know what the Kaaba is, right? Like it's they call it the Kaaba stone. That's where they go circulate, and then they bow down to it. They say there's monotheism, but that's idol worship, man. They're bowing down to a stone, right? Whether you know it or not, that's idol worship.
I got that, but that's because isn't that where they said that the freaking Ark of the Covenant might be?
No, that's not true. They mostly, a lot of people say it was in Ethiopia, but this is the thing, man. Yeah. What we need to focus on, brother, is not dealing with these other religions, man. We need to deal with what thus saith the Lord. That's what the brother was trying to do on the internet. It's a distraction. That's all it is. That's all it is, brother. It's that simple.
Because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities.
The principalities, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So that means it's just one Satan's ways, just different truth. That's what I'm saying.
Right,
I'm saying that the spiritual realm on the outside that laws that fell against Christ, Satan, that angel or whatever, that fallen angel.
There's no such thing as a fallen angel.
So fallen angels are real.
No.
They weren't on.
No fallen angels.
They weren't on Earth making.
Give me Lamentations.
They weren't on Earth making mating with humans, making them worship them like an Aztec world, where they're sacrificing people to you.
Well, that's all
paganism. That's all it is.
Added to the Bible. Fallen angels. Let me show you that we're the fallen angels, the Israelites.
Let me knock out it.
Here, we're God's chosen people. We just broke His law, statutes, and commandments, and He canceled them.
So did start
we're really the fallen angels.
Did start with Adam and Eve with the fall of man.
Adam and Eve, and then but then when He gave us the Mosaic law, we fell as well, right?
Yeah.
So that fallen angel and all that, that's nonsense.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 2, verse 1. How have the Lord covered the daughters of Zion?
Daughters of Zion is all Israel together.
With a cloud. In His anger. And cast down.
What do you do?
Cast down. From heaven.
From where?
Heaven unto the earth. The beauty.
The what?
The beauty.
Beauty
of Israel.
That's everything. The law, statute, everything. The sanctuary, He cursed all of it. He destroyed all of it.
Yeah.
And remember.
He said we was in heaven. The heaven is the mindset.
Right.
Heaven is the status. Hell is the status.
Right.
We live in the hell right now. Right? You don't say you get fired from your job, you're catching hell. Hell is not a physical location that you die and you go to.
Or a place where you see a dude with a pitchfork and horns. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit, bro.
Some bullshit, man.
None of that.
You're not gonna find that.
No, that's from Mark Alex.
Right. All that combined together, not in the Bible. Read that again.
And it says, how have the Lord covered the daughter of Zion,
all Israel,
with a cloud in His anger, and cast down from heaven.
Where?
Cast down from heaven.
From glory. From rulership. Being on top, casting down.
Unto the earth.
Unto the earth. Now we're in the knowledge.
The beauty of Israel.
Beauty of Israel. Because in Zion is the perfection of beauty. So He's casting it all the way down.
So what about all the other races that do it, except for the John Stone and the Gentiles?
You said they acknowledge God?
Yeah, the ones that do, all races that do actually.
Some races do, some races don't. They can acknowledge God, but God is still the God of Israel, God of Jacob.
Literally.
I'll show you.
Just
I'll show you.
wasn't supposed to fall away.
So, in the end, when it's all said and done, all people's going to worship the one living God. All right?
Christ has nothing to do.
Say it again?
And Christ has nothing to do.
Do what?
Worship God at the end.
The worship of God at the end?
Yeah, when Christ in Revelations, where Christ is supposed to come, the sword speaks out of his mouth, against all nations, just New Testament there.
I can show you that in the Old Testament.
Yeah. I'm not doubting that at all.
Okay.
I'm discussing that they said it's going to be fire on that side.
So there's an eschatological prophecy, right?
Yeah, and
End time prophecy.
I'm not asking this in God. I'm asking this in
Yes.
No, that's all right, brother.
Appreciate it, brother.
No, that's what we out here for, brother.
Yeah, that's what we out here, bro.
We out here for that, man.
We out here for that.
That's what we out here, man.
So, according to the Bible, the other nations eventually will serve the one living God, the true God,
Yeah.
Yahweh, right?
Yeah.
But before we get to that point, they got to pay for what they did to God's people. God is just. He's not going to let it go. He's not going to forgive that.
We're going to be re-elevated back up.
We're going to be re-elevated, restored, restoration, back on top, and all the other people that's on top, they're going to go down.
It's a balance.
In the new earth.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a balance, man. You know what I mean? You know, what goes around comes around. You believe in that, right? Right.
So they sold the. So hold this. Give me Genesis. Yep. Well.
So absolutely.
So you know the promise to Abraham, right?
Yeah.
What was it?
Elaborate.
Okay, I'll show you.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 12. If you look at Genesis,
So this is the promise right here. Right? Read.
now the Lord hath said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country
Talking to Abraham. Majority of Abraham is Abram.
Yeah.
Yep.
and from thy kindred and from thy father's house
Read.
unto the land that I will show thee. I will make thee a great nation,
Abraham was a great nation.
and I will bless thee and make thy name great.
Read.
Thou shalt be a blessing, and I will bless thee that bless thee.
So he will bless those who bless him, or and curse the person.
Right.
Read.
In thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
So it's if you do good, you do right,
Yeah.
you get the blessing, right?
Yeah.
If the teeth is predicated on that. So we know throughout the Bible, throughout history, they have destroyed, put down, let down, redlined us, hung us, destroyed us as a nation, right? So there's no way that blessing right there, they're disqualified, right? They're disqualified.
They already screwed themselves.
They already screwed themselves a long time ago. So that's why the Bible say that in the end they're gonna realize we didn't get the God chosen people. We know the Bible, we read the Bible, but we didn't know that these were the people, and they're gonna know.
So that the hell is a heaven of a state of mind. But when every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess.
Yes.
But what about the ones who still are backbiters? They won't. There's no place in hell. There's no fire, eternal pit. Well, those people go, but then Jesus God.
You talking about Israel or all the nations?
All the nations.
Everything, including the Israelites?
Yeah. Anyone that does not accept everything.
Okay, so at the end, all Israel will be saved. At the end,
You know ones that don't accept?
all Israel. So you know about the new covenant, right?
Yeah.
The new covenant is that they all will know me.
Oh, yeah.
They all will. It doesn't say some of them. It don't say this.
Okay.
It says all of them will know me.
So the
You want me
whole
to go to it?
All the Israelites will know. Yeah,
true is for.
yeah. The true Israelites will know.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and 31.
Yeah.
And it
The new
reads,
covenant is us coming back being restored. Read
I behold, the days come. Say
verse
it.
1 verse.
Verse 1. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 from the top. At the same time, saith the Lord, I will be the God of all the families of Israel.
Who?
Israel.
Israel. Right? This is future.
And they shall be my people.
And they gonna be my people. He gonna reunite with us. Damn, we're gonna be a marriage again.
We're going to be breaking bread again.
Again. So
Set that manna again.
yeah, 31. Yep.
Behold, The days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel, and with the house of Judah.
With the house of Judah. So only those two kingdoms, which is one nation, is going to be in this new covenant. Read.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which by covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them.
Although the Lord was the husband unto us, right? We don't be remarried back to him. Read.
Saith the Lord.
Saith the Lord.
But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel.
The house of Israel.
After those days.
After those days.
Saith the Lord.
Read.
I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts.
Right, so we're not going to have to read the Bible. He's going to program us to be perfect in this day. But only these people.
Yeah, all right, going to be over.
Yep, read.
And will be their God, and they shall be my people.
Read.
And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor.
We're not going to teach every man our neighbor.
And every man by his brother, saying, know the Lord.
We're not going to have to tell nobody how to know the Lord.
Because everybody's going to know.
They're going to already know in this day. Read.
For they shall all know me.
They shall all know me. Read.
From the least of them unto the greatest of them.
So,
saith the Lord.
All Israel. Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45.
This book of Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord.
That be saved in the Lord.
With an everlasting salvation.
Everlasting salvation.
Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end.
No, John 3:16, they say that God loved the whole world. Israel is their world according to Isaiah, according to God's message. 25.
Verse 25. That's funny. In the Lord shall all the seed of Israel,
our logo,
but be justified.
All the seed of Israel is going to be justified.
And shall glory.
Shall glory in the end when it's all said and done. Now the other nations, before they get to go home and go to their land in peace, they got to serve. Isaiah 14.
Yeah. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 from the top. We're going to start from the top. Which reads, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
The Lord's going to have mercy on Jacob.
And I will yet choose Israel.
They're going to choose Israel.
And set them in their own land.
Yeah.
And the strangers
and all the other nations
shall be joined with them.
Come with them.
And they shall cleave.
They're going to do what?
They shall cleave.
They're going to cleave
to the house of Jacob.
They're going to cleave to us. Rick.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them.
What you going to do?
Possess them.
That's the Lord, Rick.
In the land of the Lord.
In the kingdom. In the land of the Lord.
For servants. And handmaids. And they shall take them captives. Whom captives they were.
They're going to take them captives. So they had them captives.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
They're going to rule over our oppressors. There's going to be a certain amount of people that's going to fall in line. They're going to say, let's go to the house of God.
Yeah.
Isaiah 2 from the top.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 2.
Some going to serve willingly, and some going to be forced to serve.
From the top, the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days, that the mountain, the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountain.
So we're going to be established at the top.
And shall be exalted.
And we're going to be exalted
above the hills.
Above everything else. Everybody
basically
else.
All the people.
All creation.
And all the nations.
And all the nations
shall flow.
What they going to do?
They shall flow.
They're going to flow.
Unto it.
They're going to flow into us.
There's them trees and mountains, and you're talking about nations. They're going to have to.
It's going to get right back to what it was supposed to be. From the beginning, if you never fail, read. From the beginning.
It's part of his plan.
Yep. That's right.
Right, brother. Right.
And they have to learn from their mistakes.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Serve our punishment, and he gonna receive us again. Read.
And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain, like how the brother was saying,
Let's go to the mountain.
Right. of the Lord
Mm-hmm.
to the house of the God of Jacob,
To the God of Jacob.
Yes.
and he will teach us his way.
Now we're gonna teach them his way. We're gonna be perfect, but they're not. They gotta get taught, and you don't. Read.
And we will walk in his paths,
Read.
for out of Zion
Out of Israel.
shall go forth the law
The law, the Torah. Read.
and the word of the Lord
The word of the Lord.
of Jerusalem.
So they gotta come to us in the end. Some gonna come willingly and want a third, some not. They're gonna have to. They're gonna be forced.
But they have no choice.
Yeah,
They
they
have
have
no
no
choice.
choice.
Because everything they're going to do is do wrong anyway.
Yep.
They need to do wrong.
Yep. Isaiah 60.
This is the book of Isaiah.
Matter of fact, you need Zechariah 8 and 23. And then hold that Isaiah 50.
So no demons, nothing like that. No
Nothing.
fallen angels. We don't fall in what? We
This
those
is the book of,
no.
this is the book of Zechariah.
I got you. I'm glad you said it.
Lucifer, son of the morning.
Lucifer, the king of Babylon.
That's all that was.
14.
That ain't no fallen angel.
If you would have kept reading, it's the king of Babylon. It's not Satan. Lucifer only in the Bible one time. That's it. Constantine, the adversary, and all through it. Starting with Job. Right? Constantine.
Satan.
Satan. Constantine.
That's how you say it in the Hebrew.
Constantine. Constantine.
Basically the devil, man.
The adversary.
Yeah.
The adversary.
His ego got in his own way.
This is the book of Zechariah chapter 8 verse 23. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass
Those days it just moved fast.
that 10 men
Then
shall take hold of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him
of the skirt of him.
that is a Jew.
Jew. Right? They're gonna take hold of his.
Hold of the
They're
skirt,
gonna plead. They're gonna plead. On the line.
saying, we will go with you.
We're gonna go with who?
We will go with
We're
you.
gonna go with the Jews, the real Jews. Right?
For we have heard that God is with
They
you.
know they're gonna know God's with us. God ain't with them. The promise is when God put the real Jews back in the land, there's gonna be no more war.
There's no God for them anyway.
Right. They don't have no God. Their gods are the stars, whatever God they created.
The physical
Idol.
realm. The physical realm.
Yeah.
Everything that, them
Yep.
from our imaginations.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 60 for the top.
Oh, let me get 59 and 20.
All right.
Because talk about the Redeemer. Read.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 59 verse 20.
Read.
The Redeemer
The Redeemer
shall come
to
to Zion,
Israel
and unto them that turn
turn
from
from
transgression
sin
in Jacob,
in Israel,
saith the Lord.
said the Lord. So whoever return to God's law, statutes, and commandments, those are the people that's going to be saved.
That's right.
Yeah, you're going to get that grace. Isaiah 60.
This is this is the book of Isaiah chapter 60 from the top.
Read it out.
Arise, shine,
Arise and shine,
for thy light
for God's light
is come,
is coming.
and the glory of the Lord
Yep.
is risen upon thee.
Upon the Israelites.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
Right now, darkness is covering the earth.
The gross darkness,
And gross darkness. Meaning really wickedness is really covering the earth.
the people,
Covering the people.
but the Lord
But the Lord
shall rise upon thee,
rise upon these, the Israelites. Read.
and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
They're going to see the glory. That's why they're going to flow to us. Read.
And the Gentiles
And the Gentiles
shall come to thy
they're
light.
gonna come to our light like a mosquito or a bug go to the light. They're gonna come, right? They're gonna come to us. Read.
And the kings to brightness of thy rising.
Read verse 10.
Verse 10. And the sons of strangers
The sons of strangers,
shall build up thy
the
walls,
Gentiles are gonna build up our walls,
and their kings
and their kings,
shall minister.
whatever king you think of, the prominent kings of today and the past,
Donald Trump, whatever,
all of them, right?
Netanyahu, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
That's who the Most High
No, I'm
wants.
just saying.
Yeah, that's who the Most High wants. He wants their kings and their queens, right? He gonna humble them in front of the sight of everybody. Right, read.
Shall minister unto thee,
Yep.
for in my wrath
Yep.
I smote thee,
He smote us
but in my favor
in His grace.
have I had mercy.
Have mercy on us.
That's the
In
word,
His grace.
mercy,
Mercy and grace. Read.
on thee.
Yep. Read.
Therefore thy gates
Mhm.
shall be open continually,
So our gates are gonna be open forever, or continually. Let me just say continually. Read.
they shall not be shut,
They shall not be shut
day nor night.
day nor night.
that men
that the Gentiles
may bring unto thee the portions of the
are going to
Gentiles,
bring their riches, their wealth,
and that their kings
and their kings.
may be brought.
Uh-huh.
For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thou.
We read that there's going to be Gentiles that want to flow to the house of Israel, but there's going to be one that rebel and don't want to flow. Read.
For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
They can do what?
Shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
They're going to be destroyed. They don't serve. Right? And they got a choice to make.
What's about when they ask dead?
Dead.
When they come back?
Yeah.
The dead is
Yeah.
not working.
Yeah.
Dead Christ. That's what that's
Daniel told you what
God tells people to rise back from the dead and be with them. So they're going to do up there with it.
The heavens won't be on earth.
Oh yeah, as well.
Not in the heavens.
It'll be reconnected to it.
Right, it's not going to be in the heavens and the clouds. It's going to be right here on earth.
Yeah, and God will walk with them again.
Yeah. His sanctuary is going to be amongst the Israelites.
Like he
Right.
was supposed to be.
Yeah. You only got the, yeah.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12 of the time. That's the next one right here. So like it. And at that time shall Michael, you know Michael is right. Okay. Stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
Hold that right quick. Hold this and go to Isaiah 45. I'm going to take the stage for you.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17 again.
Very careful.
For Israel, but Israel shall be saved
Yep.
in the Lord with the everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, nor confounded. World,
Read that. You should not be ashamed.
world.
Read that. You should not be ashamed.
Oh yeah, ye shall not be ashamed,
You shall not be ashamed,
nor confounded.
nor confounded.
World without end.
The Israelites will not be ashamed in that day. Yep.
Yep. And at the Shalaki, this is the book of chapter. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse from the top. And all that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
Right, you know about that. Jeremiah 30, talking about Jacob's trouble. Read.
Even to the same time. And at that time, thy people shall be
The
delivered.
Israelites will be delivered.
Everyone
Everyone.
that shall be found written in the book.
Everybody found in the book. Yeah. Read. Yeah, read.
And Salakia, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Talking about the dead. They're gonna rise up from the grave. Anyways, it says some to everlasting life,
So some to everlasting life
and some to shame,
and some to shame.
and everlasting contempt.
And everlasting content. But we read Isaiah 45:17 says Israel would never be ashamed. Right?
Thank
They'll,
you for answering my question.
they'll never be ashamed. And we don't even have to hit the New Testament. Any question that you ask.
I don't get to go to these meetings and stuff.
Man, you got a phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a YouTube channel.
This is what you do, man. Just take a part.
So
You
where
take
you
it
guys meet?
right here, man.
Right here online.
Online.
Yeah.
Chime in, man. Just go to the
So
seat.
building.
Nah, just us two holding it down. Lord willing. God willing, we get a building too. But if you just hold it down.
You can chime in with it. What's your name, brother?
Matthew.
Matthew. My name is Josh, man.
Man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Happy with it, bro.
Yeah, we commanded to come out here, man, and do this, brother.
Yeah, yeah. Man, hold on. Yeah. You can take a YouTube down too.
Oh, he got the same phone as me. That's crazy. He got the same phone as me. Was that 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same one I got. Same color too. That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah.
And then go on YouTube too. Go on YouTube. When you go to YouTube, put down SOI Israelites. SOI. You know, seed of Israel. SOI Israelites. That's over iniquity to, you know.
It should pop right on up. That's O-I Israelite.
Be able to see it, and then you can read it. And then, right there. See right there. You push the subscribe button, bro. Tap in with us. That's how you see where it says right there. Yeah, I got to do it. I'm not locked in this. Okay, I get you. I got you. And then you set to have block. And that's why we out here, brother. You were saying that tell our people to come back. They said, "What's going on, sister? You got this?" That's what we out here for, man.
And the rebellion of our people, Zechariah 13. The rebellion of our people got
8 and 8.
They got us something too, right? The rebellion of our people got to pay too, right?
And it's sad, but it's prophecy. It's got to happen.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass
And it shall come to pass.
that in all the land,
Yep.
saith the Lord,
Yep.
two parts therein,
So 66.6%. 666.
therein
Uh-huh.
shall be cut off
That's like why Israel.
and die.
They died. 66.6% of our people gotta die. They gotta die before they leave. Before they take the peace.
But the third
So 1/3,
shall be left.
33.3% gotta.
Shall be left therein.
What is the requirements? This is what God requires of you, bro.
I got you. Do right. I got you. You want to, yeah. Let me do Deuteronomy for Shalak. My notes, yeah. My notes. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. I mean, yeah. Shalak, yeah, I have about 12.
But this is what God requires of us, man.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now Israel,
And now Israel,
what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
this is what he requires of all the Israelites.
But to fear the Lord thy God,
Fear the Lord,
to walk in all his ways,
walk in his ways,
and to love him,
love him,
and to serve the Lord thy God
serve him, worship him
with all thy heart
with all your heart,
and with all thy
with
soul,
all your soul.
to keep the commandments,
What do we gotta do?
to keep the commandments of the Lord
Yep.
and his statutes,
Look at you.
which I command
Uh-huh.
thee this day for thy good.
It's for our good. That's not hard. That's not hard, man.
But I gotta take my leave.
I'll give you one
This
more.
is the last one. This is the whole conclusion of the whole.
Look at the whole matter. 2 more verses.
Let us hear. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13.
Read it out.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Of everything.
Fear God
God.
and keep his commandments.
His commandment.
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's your whole duty. That's your requirement, your whole duty. Yep.
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be
Whether
good
it be good
or whether it be evil.
or it be evil. So that's the requirement. Keep God's law, right? Love him with all your heart. Serve him.
I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna make a mistake.
Yeah.
But at least all your
Bounce
heart,
back.
at least try.
Bounce back. Bounce back. All right, bro.
Like I said, hit us up, brother.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
All praise to the Most High. Baruch Hashem.